Through 17 races, the Winston Cup Series circuit has been full of surprises. Rusty Wallace won his first career Daytona 500 over underdogs John Andretti, Bobby Hamilton, and Ricky Craven. Third-year driver Jeff Gordon has put up the gauntlet so far in the season, leading a staggering 2,482 laps, but only achieving 4 wins in the first 17 races, placing him second in the standings behind the surprise of the year, Bobby Hamilton. Hamilton took over the 43 in 1995 and has rode his consistency to the points lead. 2 wins, 11 top 5s, and 14 top 10s, along with every finish except one being inside the top 20, puts him 63 points over Jeff Gordon. And coming off his second win of his career, Hamilton is looking to carry the momentum into the die-hard 500. On the pole at Talladega Superspeedway is Dale Earnhardt, still in search of his first win in 1995. Earnhardt hasn't been awful, but he has had terrible luck, holding him just outside the top 10 in points so far. And points leader Bobby Hamilton will start second alongside of him. As the pace car pulls off the racetrack, the field goes green. Earnhardt through the opening lap fights off drivers from behind as the field is a ferocious 3 and 4 wide. After 6 laps out front, Earnhardt falls back and Speed King Bill Elliott comes to the front. The next lap it's Craven, and the lap after, approaching halfway, it's Jimmy Spencer. Coming to lap 10, pit stops occur, and the next lap the rest of the leaders come in with 8 to go. After the cycle, the field is scattered, and Jimmy Spencer holds the lead. With the field being broken up and nobody being able to mount a run, Jimmy Spencer comes through and wins his 4th career race. Jeff Gordon gets 8th and Hamilton 9th. Pole sitter Dale Earnhardt falls back to 21st in the finishing order, and after race 18, the top 10 in points look like this. After a pretty tame race at Talladega Superspeedway, it's time for the circuit to go to a motorsports haven. For years, Open Wheel used this place as their playground. Legacies and dreams for some have been achieved, while for others, it's came to a tragic end. For the second year, NASCAR comes to Speedway, Indiana for the second running of the Brickyard 400. The front row is the same as last week, and in third is upset driver Hutch Strickland, driving the Keddy Bernstein number 26. And starting in fourth is the man who won the first 400 last year, reigning champion, Davey Allison. One of the newest crown jewels sees the pace car pull off for yet another run at history. In turn 2, Rick Mast came down into Kyle Petty, causing him to go sideways. Greg Sachs in the 32 gets sent sideways, along with the 90 of Mike Wallace. Bobby Labonte had a sensational wreck avoidance, slowing just enough to avoid the spinning Rick Mast. The race goes back green on lap 6, and Earnhardt still leads, But last week's winner, Jimmy Spencer, moves to second. Soon, Spencer is pressuring for the lead and gets him down the front stretch to lead lap 7. Earnhardt gets him back in the next corner though, and Bobby Hamilton moves in behind Earnhardt. Bobby pressures Dale, but coming to lap 8, the field pits. Mark Martin and Davey Allison stay out along with 4 other Fords. Regardless of the fuel mileage, it is apparent that even with caution laps, the Chevrolets and Pontiacs can't go 8 green flag laps. The Fords pit the next lap, led by Davey Allison, who more than likely can make it to the finisher mirror. Eventually it cycles out, and remarkably, the Fords who stayed out longer come out in front. Martin and Allison race hard, but Davey holds on. However, Earnhardt is closing on them quickly. With 4 to go, he is 1.2 seconds back, and gaining 4/10 a lap. Short on gas and going for broke, Earnhardt is going to run it dry. 3 to go, the gap is 8/10. And coming to 3 on the same lap, Martin makes the move for the win. Allison gasses it up on the top groove, and when the race is about to get interesting, caution. In the short chute through 3 and 4, Ernie Irvan gets spun in the middle of a melee, but luckily can drive away. With the caution coming out with 2 to go, the race will run to the finish under caution. And for the second straight season, Davey Allison wins the Brickyard 400. His 33rd career victory. Jeff Gordon gets 4th and Bobby Hamilton 5th. And with 19 races down, here are the top 10 in points. With 12 races remaining, the series heads to the last road course on the schedule, Watkins Glen. This high-speed road course provides unique challenges, and for the championship competitors, opportunities for failure. On the pole is Terry Labonte with teammate Jeff Gordon to his outside. Jimmy Spencer and Ernie Irvan start 3rd and 4th, and 5th is points leader Bobby Hamilton. For the second and last time this year, the Cup Series gets ready for left and right turns. Gordon gets a jump from second and immediately takes the lead in the 1. Some chaos in the back for the opening lap sends Sterling, Marlin, and various others into an early retirement, and Dale Earnhardt, trying to avoid the incident, gets stuck in the grass. Gordon pulls out to a strong lead early, while Hamilton fades to 10th, and on lap 3, the glass slipper shatters. Both drivers are alright, but the impact with the wall plunges Hamilton in points. With Gordon amassing a staggering 4-second lead, he could almost cruise to this victory unchallenged, along with the points lead. Gordon pits on lap 5 and takes only 2 tires, trying to shortcut his stop. Ernie Irvan does the same the next lap and undercuts Gordon. Meanwhile, Jimmy Spencer starts reeling both of them in. With 2 to go, both Spencer and Gordon work past Irvan. And now, Gordon, who has had the most dominant car all day, has to fend off fresher tires of Jimmy Spencer. Here's the final lap in its entirety.
Coming down here in the final 2 corners, next time by is going to be the white flag here at the Watkins Glen International Racecourse. Coming through slowly, they're tiptoeing. They took 2 tires on the pit stop, so some of them tires are worn. They're trying to manage it, trying to fight for the win. Spencer, the veteran, Gordon, the young hotshot, down the hill, taking the plunge toward turn 1. Spencer trying to stay patient, nearly to the back bumper of the 24, right on him, dogging Jeff Gordon as they come through, and they're going to charge up the S's here. This could be a big finish here at Watkins Glen. Ooh, looking a little bit to Gordon's left side, trying to get some clean air on the grill. There he goes, making the move into the braking zone. And the Ford takes the lead from the Chevy. Bobby Allison Motorsports up front, but Gordon's still trying to stick it to him down the outside of the carousel. Gordon out of the groove, going to be pushed wide, but 2 more corners left, 2 more passing zones. Still all over the back of Spencer. Coming down onto the brakes, here comes Jimmy Spencer through the final corners. A big win from the driver of Pennsylvania, 1 state north, if he can make it through the final corner. Hitting the apex of the maiden tall Ford Thunderbird, Jimmy Spencer is going to win the Budweiser at the Glen.
Jimmy Spencer wins his 5th career race, and does it in dramatic fashion. Once again, Jeff Gordon is robbed of victory, but he's handed one thing: the points lead. Although it is only 39 points, Gordon is now in the driver's seat, and with 11 races left, it's still anybody's guess at who's going to win over Hamilton or Gordon. The last race on a 2+ mile track this season takes us to Michigan International Speedway for the 21st race of the year. Terry Labonte is once again on the pole, and Jeff Gordon is to his outside. Surprise qualifier Bobby Hillin Jr. starts 3rd, and now 2nd place in points, Bobby Hamilton is 4th. The summer stretch of races comes to an end today, but one last high-speed hurrah will be its closing pages. Terry Labonte leads the opening lap, but Gordon quickly passes him on lap 2. On lap 3, Labonte moves back to his teammates inside, and Davey Allison makes a power move into 3 to take the lead. 3 by 3 behind Allison on lap 4 gives way to Ted Musgrave to the 2nd place position, but Allison still leads up till lap 7. Musgrave goes to Davey's inside and takes the lead off of 4. Morgan Shepherd is there as well, and Mark Martin has found his way to 4th. Davey comes back and passes by Musgrave on lap 10, and coming to halfway, Gordon works past Allison to retake the lead. Gordon leads until lap 15 when pit stops begin. Gordon stays out for the first lap of the cycle, but coming to 4 to go, he relents the lead and comes in. Martin stays out another lap, aiming for just a splash and go strategy to cut time on others taking gas. Martin comes in with 3 to go, along with Jimmy Spencer, and while Mark is taking gas, caution. Jeff Gordon is backwards on track. Mayhem ensues in the scoring tower, and viewing the replay, the most controversial moment of 1995 may have just occurred. Coming off the pit lane, both men are desperate to get the edge. Gordon, slightly ahead, doesn't relinquish the spot on the narrow apron, but with the nose there, neither does Hamilton. This results in Gordon being spun, bringing out the caution and throwing the field into disarray. Who is the leader? With 2 laps to go, nobody was cleared ahead. And as it cycles out, Mark Martin is the race leader over Jimmy Spencer. Hamilton is 6th, and Jeff Gordon falls to 14th. The race is over, and controversy is running wild in the garage. Did Hamilton spin him on purpose? Did Gordon come up? Was it just a racing incident? Either way, Gordon has only a 15-point lead in standings, and Hamilton again is hot on his heels. Gordon is furious, and in the final 10 races, it is for sure he'll be looking for retribution.